So it's time for another update again. Once more, I'm in the middle of nowhere. This time it's in Kagoshima. And, I've been here for like, what, 3 days now? 4 days? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 days. I took the Shinkansen over here from Minamata on Monday. Uh, and it's been kind of interesting so far. Basically, I'm working half the time in a cafe and half the time on this farm out here. And, I'm looking super pale on this webcam, even more so than usual because this bright ass light shining down on me. The big pain in the ass out here is that I don't have actually internet at my house, the one I'm sleeping at. But the house, the farm here where this house is, this is just 5 minutes down the road, and I do have internet here, so that's nice. And yeah. Drinking some chew high at the moment. I have a convenience store only 10 minutes down the road, which is sweet compared to being out in the middle of nowhere. I mean, on the whole, I much prefer being out in the middle of nowhere because it's friggin' awesome and beautiful. But it is nice for a change for me out to just walk down the road and buy snacks and alcohol. God damn, I love Japanese convenience stores, and I friggin' love chew high as well. I don't really like apple flavor things that much at home, but apple chew high is fucking fantastic. But yeah, so far it's actually not been too hard work. I was kind of worried the first kind of day and evening because the other woofer that's here, there's only one other woofer here, so he's from Thailand. He was like, it's quite hard to work. Standing up all day and you only get half an hour for lunch in the cafe, and on the farm it's not too bad. But it hasn't been too bad. But that has mostly been because we've been getting off earlier than we usually apparently do. Apparently most of the time at the cafe we work 9:30 till 6, I think is the hours. And that's 3 days a week. And the other half of the time we're working like 8:30 till 5. But the last couple of days we've been let off at 3 o'clock. And that was at the farm one day, and today for the first kind of full day at the cafe. And it's not without its tribulations. Certainly at the cafe, they seem to have kind of no idea what to do with me almost. Like, as it seems to be the norm at these woof places that the other woofers will tell you what to do. Rarely the hosts themselves will tell you what to do. And this woofer, though he's one of the, I'm very, very grateful for the fact that he is a super, super nice guy to have around. Uh, does not really tell you what to do. Like really just vague stuff and then just lets me get on with it. So today I was like packing in cabbages into things, for example, and I really had no idea what the fuck I was supposed to be doing. Like, I've never done this kind of shit before. And like, how much am I supposed to take off and what are they for? I thought they were just for the kitchen, but then it turns out we're supposed to sell these motherfuckers. So, and then like, he won't tell me what to do until I'm halfway done doing it, kind of thing. So like, I started packing cabbages into these bags. He's like, yeah, you pack cabbages into the bags. So I was like, okay, I'll do that, whatever. And then got like halfway done. He's like, oh no, it's only one cabbage per bag. And I'm like, oh, thanks for that. Maybe just tell me at the beginning. But he's actually a fantastically nice guy, like I say. I've like offered to cook dinner, but he's just cooked dinner most days so far, and then I just do the washing up, and I've done like breakfast. But compared to the last people I've been living with, where it's been a huge chore to kind of, I have to ask them to do the work at each time. And like I say, I'm not just kind of waiting for him to do the dinner each time. I have offered to help, and he's like, no, no, no. And I'm not an expert cook, so I'm quite happy to let someone else cook if they're happier to do it. And he cooks fantastic food as well. Uh, Spicy food every day, and I love spicy food. So, I mean, my mum loves Thai food, so I'm sure she's jealous. Although she doesn't like spicy food, so what the hell. But yeah, Uh, as well as that, doing the work at the cafe, trying to it's just general stuff like washing up. But I don't know where the hell anything goes, and I have to ask everyone for like every little thing, like where does this go, where does this go, where does this go, and after a while, I just started like not asking because it just feels really awkward, and then putting away the things where I know where they're supposed to go, and then leaving the other things just like in a little pile. Uh, it's just super super awkward sometimes, and the host himself, he seems nice. Like the first day when he picked me up, he was all business to say the least. He doesn't. He seems a very much of a businessman kind of guy, and he doesn't actually interact with you much when you're doing the work. Like he'll leave you to do it and then go off and do his own thing. And at the cafe, he doesn't work there at all, and that's 3 days a week. So that's a fair bit of the work, which has nothing to do with farming. But I don't really mind. We get cooked, sort of like a nice cafe lunch at lunchtime. And one of the main complaints of my fellow warfer is that we don't eat like sometimes we eat quite late, like as late as 3 o'clock for lunch, because we have to wait until like, the cafe is a bit quieter. And I don't mind that so much because we get cooked a nice dinner. Had like Hamburg steak, which in Japan they have Hamburg steak, which is just like a big hamburger without the bun. They just have it like by itself, but they do nice stuff with it, like lots of cooked vegetables and cheese, and yeah, it's just super tasty, as everything in Japan seems to be. But the big pain in the ass for me has been no internet at the house. That's been a big kicker. So I've been having to like come out here and then like download stuff and then go back to my house. I started reading comics the last couple of days just because what the hell, I want to read some comics. And like I've been trying to get in touch with my fellow woofer to meet up, and that's been a pain in the ass because we always need to message each other at different times. And yeah, it's not been too bad though. I did go out to Kagoshima on Wednesday. That was my day. I forgot I only worked like one full day of work before I got that because they always have days off on Wednesday. So that was nice. Got to wander around town, saw the Kagoshima Art Museum, which was super cool. Like amazing sculptures there. And I went to like a cafe which turned out to be an Italian cafe, which is quite funny. Uh, I actually requested like chopsticks to eat with. I assume they just gave me like a knife and a fork because I was like a foreigner. But it turns out that was just the norm at that cafe because, as I say, it turned out to be an Italian cafe. So, pretty funny piece of irony. In Japan, the only foreigner there, and I'm the only one eating with chopsticks. I felt like a real dick once I put that one together. Uh, and then after that, I just went to the mall. I wanted to go and see the goddamn One Piece movie, but it stopped showing, which is a real bitch. But I did get to wander around, go to the arcade. I went into a Starbucks hoping to use the internet, and I was like, supposed to, did you have Wi-Fi? And she's like, yeah, yeah. Gave me the leaflet and so on. So I was like, sweet. Bought a coffee and some cake, sat down, and there's like you have to sign up at home. I was reading this leaflet. It's like you have to sign up on the website at home using your own internet, and then you can come here and use our internet. I was like, oh, that's fucking sweet. The only reason I came here and bought this overpriced shit was so I could use your Wi-Fi without bothering to go to an internet cafe. And now I'm gonna have to go to a goddamn internet cafe anyway, which I did. And to be fair, internet cafes in Japan are sweet, but god damn it, Starbucks. God damn it. Anyway, only been a few days, so I'll leave it at that. Gregor's signing off later. There's a button to turn this off.